I was going to bring in NBC10 political commentator Sue O'Connell. Sue, let's talk Pete Hegseth. The president-elect says he still supports him as the nominee for the Secretary of Defense. Is this about Trump's admiration of Hegseth, or does he just simply like the fight that's bubbled up here?
Well, maybe both, Corey. But, obviously this Trump transition is unlike other presidential transitions with the number of controversial nominees. But, when one seems to be going bad, it's hard exactly to tell what's going on. Trump might be digging in, or they might be negotiating. Both Trump and Vice President-elect J.D. Vance, you saw it, they said it, they publicly fully support Hegseth. And as we saw, NBC is reporting there are at least 6 Republican senators who say they won't confirm Hegseth. It won't happen without at least 3 of those folks changing their minds. And look at complicating the plot. Trump and Florida Governor Ron DeSantis, they're going to be attending an Army-Navy football game tomorrow, and there are reports that DeSantis might be in the running for the position. So stay tuned, because you know how these things change. Suddenly they're all for it, and then it's all gone.
Yeah. Speaking of reports, the reports that President Biden is considering issuing pardons for people he fears could be targeted by the Trump White House. Dr. Fauci, Liz Cheney, even Kamala Harris. What do you make of this? Is the president overreacting here?
No. And I said on Monday that President Biden should pardon as many people as possible. And look, this pre-pardon thing is not something he's inventing. They've been issued in the past. President Gerald Ford, he issued one for Richard Nixon. President George H.W. Bush for Defense Secretary Caspar Weinberger, and President Jimmy Carter for Vietnam draft dodgers back in 1977. Biden is not overreacting. Trump ran on grievance and revenge, and we should believe what Trump says when he says it, and he says he wants payback.
Also, some reports suggesting President Biden considering pardoning Trump himself. Do you think that could happen? And if so, what would it accomplish?
Yeah, it could certainly happen. Look, we just talked about Ford pardoning Nixon, and some historians think that pardon was the right thing to do to help try and unite the country. Others think it set the stage for lawless behavior in the White House. A Biden pardon of Trump, wouldn't really change anything for Trump. No federal action is going to be taken against him at this point, so it would definitely be symbolic. So I guess we'll just obviously wait to see what Biden decides, and then we're going to have to wait for history to judge whether or not it was good or bad for the country, Corey.
All right. Well, she's always good for the country. Sue O'Connell.
Thanks, Corey.
Live in the newsroom. We appreciate it. This Sunday on Meet the Press, President-elect Donald Trump's going to sit down exclusively with Kristen Welker to discuss plans for his first few weeks in office, those cabinet nominations we've been discussing, and what he's hoping for in his second term. The first look will air on NBC Nightly News tonight, and then the full interview airs this Sunday on Meet the Press.